I don't have weights today, so I'll just, clearly I didn't bring weights with me. My bag was already heavy enough. Okay, we'll start standing at the back of the mat. Okay. So sorry if the Wi-Fi goes in and out, guys, just stick with me.
Oh. We froze. Oh, no.
Just as she said the Wi-Fi goes in and out, she froze.
Oh no.
Nicole, you froze.
Oh, she's gonna try. Oh, I'm the host now.
Oh,
Great.
she must have got kicked off.
All right, Stan, you're leading the class.
Oh my, you don't want that. Not today.
All right, start by standing at the back of your mat, root your legs down, nice and tall, shoulders back.
Okay, are you guys, can you hear me again?
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I think I jinxed myself. Okay.
Yeah, don't
But
talk.
I love that you, no, we're good. Okay, so we're inhale up and roll over, meet in your plank position. Maybe this won't be going on YouTube after. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears and draw the abs up and in. Draw the belly to your spine and then lift your sits bones high to the sky. And you can run the knees up here. And then rounding your spine forward, back into your plank, hold abs up and in. And then back. And back into your plank, hold your plank for a moment, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, float the right leg up, point the toes and little tiny pulses with that leg up. And lower that leg down to the mat, float the left leg up, point the toes. So just starting to make the abs work to stabilize you, float that leg down, back to your downward dog. We're gonna lengthen the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip and stretch out that right side body, letting the weight of the leg open you up. And then we'll square the hips, step that foot through the hands, reach the right hand up to the sky and take a little twist here. I love that one. That gives me a nice little spine pop in my sacrum and spine. And then back to center, step that leg back, take it to downward dog, lifting the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip, letting the weight of the leg pull open that left side body. Take a breath there. And then square the hips, place that foot through the hands and lengthen the left arm up to the sky. And take a breath there. And bring that hand back down. Step your right foot forward. Let the feet be as wide as the pelvis and then into your squat position and little pulses down. Little pulse. Drawing the abs in, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. And then all the way up to stand back into the squat pulse. And back up, stand and squat. And we'll bring the hands back down to the mat, walk back out to your plank, finding your plank here, and then bend your elbows halfway, hold, lower yourself all the way down to the mat, folding the forearms together, glue the forehead to the forearms and shake the pelvis out. Draw the belly button up into the spine, feel your hip bones and pubic bone pressing down, and we'll float the right leg up off the mat and lower and left leg. So just alternating sides, feeling your pelvis pressing you down into the mat. Hip bones and pubic bone are your anchor. You're drawing your belly button up into your spine. I love that the sun is shining, but I probably would have worn something different if the sun was shining before class started. Last one, single leg. And then we'll float both legs up, hold, and draw circles of the legs away from each other, out, up, and around. Out, up, and around. Pulling your belly button up into your spine. and then reverse. Let the shoulders relax. Holding the legs up, bend the knees, glue the heels, turn the toes apart, flex the feet, and then lift the thighs up off the mat and lower. So we're activating the glutes and we're activating the abs. So your abs are drawing up and in. Relax the shoulder blades down, hold the thighs up and tiny pulses up. Push your heels together for 5. And last one, extend the legs long on the mat, shake the pelvis out, and extend the arms long in front of you. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, draw the belly button up and in, and we'll float the right arm and the left leg up off of the mat and lower. So just starting opposite arm, opposite leg, think about lengthening out of your torso. But as you lengthen the arm, we're not going into our neck. We're still sliding the shoulder blade away from the ear to stabilize the scapula. And we'll take both arms and legs up off the mat and start to swim. Pulling the belly in, keeping the neck long. Abs are up and in, pelvis is pressing into the mat for 5, 3, 2, and last one, lower everything down gently. Press yourself to your child's pose. Press back. Dropping your forehead to the mat, lengthening your arms. And then roll yourself up onto your hands and knees. And we'll round into our cat stretch and into our cow. And into your cat and into your cow and into neutral. Slide the shoulder blades down, draw the abs up and in, extend your right arm and your left leg here. And bring it back to center, left arm, right leg. So just moving opposite arm, opposite leg, minimal movement in the pelvis. Your T is balancing on your sacrum. So you want to keep everything really still. The next time the right arm is long, we're going to hold it long. Holding here, slide the shoulder blade away from the ears, round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect and extend. Knee and the elbow touch and extend. For 3, 2, last one, lengthen and hold and bring everything back to center. Plug the shoulder blades away from the ears, lengthen the left arm, right leg, round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect, extend. Draw in, extend. For 3, 2, and last one, lengthen, hold, stabilize, bring the hand and the knee right back down, roll the toes under, draw the abs in, and we hover the knees an inch up off the mat. Hanging out in our hover. Walk the right foot in a tiny inch, left foot in a tiny inch, right foot out. Now start with the left. Go in, out, out. It's micro. It's the abs drawing in. Left, right. One more time each way. Tiny, tiny. Last set. Bring everything back to center. Knees down, press back, take a child's pose. Turn the palms to the sky. And then bring yourself right back up. Drawing the abs in. One more time. Hover the knees up, pull the right knee into the chest, kick the right leg long, engage the glute, lift the leg. Pull it in, extend, kick up. Pull in, extend, tiny pulse up. 2 more like that. In, pulse up. And bring it back to your hover. Reset with your hover. Left knee. Pull it in, extend, pulse it up. Pull in, extend, pulse it up. 3 more like that. 2. Last one. We meet back in the hover. Hold, hold, hold. And then knees down. Press back, child's pose. Take a breath. This time we'll walk the hands over to the right, taking a stretch to the left side body. Breathing into the space between the ribs. Return to center. Over to the other side, finding that length through your right side. Feels so nice to take a stretch. Bring it all the way back to center. It took me 18 hours of travel to stay on the same continent to get here. Bring yourself all the way up and we'll come onto our bum. Grabbing your band, ring, whatever you have. So we'll start seated. Sit up tall, pressure sits most down, and then just lengthen the band long to the front. Around your wrists, slide the shoulder blades down, lift and get taller, press out into the band, lift and get taller, lift out of your pelvic floor. Feel like you could just hover right up off of the floor. One more time, lift and hover, pull the low abs in, pull your pelvic floor up, then tuck the pelvis and roll back an inch. Sliding your tailbone underneath you. Pulling back. Back. When you get to your halfway point, we're going to stop. And then we're going to come up a tiny inch, up, 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 sit up tall. And we go back, 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 hold. This time, start to add that little pulse out and out. Plug the shoulder blades away from the ears. Draw the abs in. And then we come up, 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 sit up tall. Lengthen the arms up. Let the shoulder blades down. Scoop and roll back halfway, trying to keep the biceps by the ears. And then pulse out. Can you release your quads? I know without paying attention, my quads wanted to be like, I'll hold you right here. Can you get your abs to do that? Hold for 3, 2, last one, then dive up and over to the toes. Take a stretch forward. Let's hook the band around your right foot. Get the hamstrings and legs loosened up. Taking that leg up to the sky. And breathe into the back of the leg. So you're keeping your pelvis anchoring down, pushing your right sits bone to the front, and start to add some bend and straighten to get deeper into your hamstring. Holding it there. And let's take a couple more breaths, bring that leg back. And breathe. I wish you guys are with me on the pool deck doing this. And then release, hook it to the toes. And we'll pull the toes down, push the heel up, getting into your calf stretch. So make sure it's not only just still in your hamstring, and you can point and flex. And hold the toes down, breathe into your calf. And on your next exhale, we'll transition, bring it back to the center of the foot and let the leg fall open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Shoulders are relaxed, lengthening out of that right inner thigh, out of the heel. Actively stretching, keeping your left hip anchoring you down. Let's take 2 more breaths there. I don't know about you guys, but this stretch feels extra great. And then we'll lengthen that leg up to the sky, bringing it across the body, stretch to the side of the hip. Keep pushing your right sits bone to the front, push the back pocket down and feel that stretch happening. We'll take 2 more breaths. Shoulders relax. And then on your next exhale, you'll just fold into your spinal twist, letting the band go to the side and the leg just falls across the body, looking in the opposite direction. And extend that leg back out to straight. Feels so much better. And let's roll yourself vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, up, 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 over to catch the left leg. And let's roll all the way down, taking that leg up to the sky. And we'll push the the left sits bone forward and just breathe into the back of that leg. Maybe you start to add some bend and straighten. And then holding that leg and bring it back a little bit further. Breathing into it. And we'll release that, hooking it to the toes for your calf stretch. Pulling the toes down, pushing the heel up to the sky. And you can point and flex. So deepening into the calf and then hold the toes down. And on your next exhale, we'll bring it back to the center of the foot, spiral the thigh open and out to the side to get that stretch in your inner thigh. Keep pushing your right hip down, lengthen out of your left heel. Actively stretching, not letting the leg just fall out and relax. Let's actively keep lengthening that leg out. Each breath helps you deepen into the stretch. One more breath. And then on your next exhale, We'll sweep the leg back up to the sky and let the leg come just a little bit across the body, stretch to the side of the hip. Shoulders relax, left back pocket anchors you down. Stretching out to the side of the hip and the leg. Take 3 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, on your exhale, you can fold into your spinal twist, letting the leg fall across the body, looking in the opposite direction. And we'll extend that leg all the way back out to straight. Shake it out so it's long and loose. Bend both knees, bring them to the mat. Lengthen the arms up to the sky. Collarbone is wide. Inhale. On your exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reaching forward. People are looking at me like I'm crazy right now because they don't know that I'm teaching. And bring it all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Keeping hip bones in line with your pubic bone. You have that little bit of curve underneath your low back. And all the way down. Inhale, exhale, curl it up. And lower back down. On the next one, let's lift and hold. And we do little reaches, forward reach. So you see your hip points, you see your pubic bone. Is it staying so stable right here and you're lifting from your upper abs? Hold this one up, only the arms. They lengthen backwards. And then press the arms forward. Inhale. And exhale. And lengthen. And press. Hold the arms all the way back, biceps by the ears. And little lift from your upper abs. No tension in your jaw. You're lifting from those upper abs for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower everything down. Release the arms. Release your head. Let your neck rock side to side. Keeping neutral. Let's flip the legs to table. Shoulders are relaxed. Draw the abs in. So even without movement, we have all that activation in the low belly as we begin to march the right toes towards the front edge of the mat and then lift and left toes. So as you march your leg, the pelvis is not moving. The shoulders are relaxed. Belly is drawing in. Can you lift up out of your pelvic floor? Can you soften your collarbone? So check in with your upper body. You don't want all the tension in the chest. You want to relax there and begin to take it faster. We're going to go switch and switch, little toe step forward. So we add that movement to challenge the stability. Breathe for 3, 2. Last one each way. We come back to center, hug the knees in, take a quick little stretch there, and then bring the legs back to table, reach the hands to the sky. Inhale, on your exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Keep reaching your hands to the sky. Pelvis stays in neutral. Extend the right arm backwards. Left leg lengthens forward out of the hip socket and return to center. Left arm back, right leg forward and return to center. So we're just moving opposite arm, opposite leg. Nothing else is moving. If there's too much tension in the neck, let your head be on the mat. If it's on the mat, give it a little tension into the mat just to get some feedback in your back. Let's do 2 more each way, sinking the abs in. Last one each way. And we'll return everything to center, hug it all the way in and relax. You can let your back rock side to side. Circle it around if it feels good, whatever is going to let go of the tension. So then you can regroup, legs to table, hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale, press your hands towards your hips as you let your legs extend long and draw the knees in. Inhale, exhale, hundreds prep. Inhale, exhale, one more time like that. The next one, let's stay lifted. Inhale, exhale, lengthen, lift, hold, and start to pump the arms to the hundreds. Inhaling for 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe your legs are high to the sky. Maybe they go lower. Maybe your legs are hovering 1 inch up off the mat. Inhale and exhale. Maybe they're in parallel, but maybe they're in turnout. Where do you feel best? Maybe they're in tabletop. Inhales, big, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you just change every 10. It's a different variation. Inhales and exhale. 2 more sets. Inhale. Collarbone is wide. Exhale. Lift from the upper abs. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it there. And then lengthen your legs back up. Hug it all the way in. And relax the head. Draw circles on the ceiling with your nose. And then reverse it. And back to center. Legs to table. Squeeze the thighs together. Draw the abs in. Pelvis as still as the legs fall just a few inches away from your body, starting small. And drag the legs back up. Hinging the legs forward. and dragging it back up. So you can stay there, or you could bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide to the sides. So maybe it's just the leg hinge, or you're gonna lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And as the legs hinge, you lower your head. As the legs float up, curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. So where does it feel best for you this morning? So the legs go to your point of control. Maybe they touch down, maybe it's just an inch. It's where are you getting most activation? Where is the transverse abdominis working the hardest to stabilize you? For 3. And last one, lift and hold and bring everything in and relax. Take the knees and stir them in the hip sockets, stirring them around, letting go of hip flexor tension, and reverse it. And bring everything all the way back to center. Legs to table, glue the heels and let the toes fall out to the sides just a little bit, half a pizza slice in between your feet. Float the hands an inch up off the mat, float head, neck, and shoulders up. Always having the option to keep your head down. Lengthen the legs, squeeze your inner thighs and draw the legs back in. Press out, squeeze inner thighs and draw it back in. So just a frog leg out and in. 2 more like that, and we're gonna take it to frog leg circles. Now as the legs go out, they're gonna lower 1 inch and draw the circle back in. They go up, out, and around. They go in, circling out and around, creating the tension for yourself. And then we're gonna reverse it, bring them back in, down and around. So just reversing that circle. 3 more like that, pull the abs in. And last one, take the legs all the way out, hold, turn the toes out, and we're just gonna go cross, 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 cross. Little inner thighs beat one over the other for 5, 4. And last one, bring the legs back in and relax. We'll bring the feet down to the mat, coming into some bridging. So make sure there's nothing underneath your head and neck at this point. The head is flat on the mat. Arms are right hip width apart, press pinky toe mount, or the pinky toe down and the big toe mount down, and then your heel. And energetically feel like your heel can pull towards your bum. Roll your pelvis as you lift your hips up to the sky, vertebra by vertebra, pushing the knees towards the front of the room, away from your body as you then lift your hips a little bit higher. Hug the thighs slightly together and sequentially rolling it all the way down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale to peel yourself all the way up, lifting the hips high to the sky and all the way back down. If you want, you could take your arms up to the sky and take away some extra stability with the hands being down. If that doesn't feel good, you stay wherever it feels best. On the next one, let's keep it up. Holding it up here, and we do little pulses of the hips to the sky. Press up, 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 squeeze, up, squeeze. So you get the hold at the top. It's not just a haphazard pulse. It's a up, squeeze, up, squeeze. Breathe for 5. Hugging those thighs slightly together, hold it up, tap your butt to almost touch the mat, press up, squeeze. Tap down, up, and squeeze. Tap down, up, and squeeze. And we're gonna start to lift the heels up. So lift those hips, and we're gonna keep the heels high now, and same thing, tap down, up, squeeze. Down, up, and squeeze. At any point, the arms could be to the mat. You've got the imaginary ball between your thighs. Hold the hips high and tiny pulses up here. Lift your heels a little bit higher. For 5. Last one, drop the feet, walk the feet together. Lift your toes. You're digging your heels down. Your toes are up. Push the hips up. Open the thighs and close. Open the thighs and close. So the feet are super glued together. You just open the knees. Open and close for 3. Hold the knees open and pulse the hips up here. Little tiny lifts. Keeping the collarbone wide wherever you're at. No tension in the upper body for 5. And last one, bring the knees back together, drop the feet, walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat now. Now dig the heels down again, lift the toes, tap down, press up, squeeze. Down, press up, squeeze. Collarbone is staying open, lift. Down, up, and lift. And hold the hips high. Tap the knees together here and open, open, and close. Can you, if your arms are open, it's like you're holding that big beach ball. So the collarbone has to be wide and the elbows have a slight bend. Hold the knees open here, push the hips higher, slightly tuck your pelvis, pulses up there, little pulses. For 5. And last one, lift and hold, drop the feet, walk the feet back to hip width apart. Bring the hands down to the mat, push your hips higher and bring your right leg into table. Kick the right leg out straight and pull it to tabletop. Push the right leg out straight and pull it to tabletop. The left leg is just stabilizing. Keep lifting your right hip up so it's not dropping. Keeping that right leg long, kick the leg up to the sky and pulses of your hips to the sky. Pulse up. For 5. Hold it up, place that foot on the mat. Bring the left leg to table. Extend the left leg long and draw it in. Firming up that right hamstring and glute to stabilize you. Keep lifting your left hip so it's in line with your right hip. Keep the left leg long, kick the leg to the sky and pulses up. Little tiny lifts for 5. Last one, place that foot on the mat and pulse the hips evenly to the sky. Press up, hold, up, hold, up, hold. Remember, the inner thighs have that ball for 5. And last one, roll yourself all the way down to the mat. Once your tailbone is down, give your knees a little hug. And we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee, pull back from behind the thigh, and push your right thigh away from you, pulling the left knee in. So you stretch out through the hip and glute. And on your next breath, we'll switch to the other side. Shoulders relax. And we'll release that. Both feet are on the mat. Walk the feet just a little bit to the front. So they're not directly underneath your knees, but not all the way out to the front. Take your hands up to the sky. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, and on your exhale, head, neck, and shoulders comes up. And then you start to peel your spine up to you coming up onto your sits bones. And then scoop and roll all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, head, neck, and shoulders lifts, and then you continue to peel all the way up. And scoop and roll it all the way back down. The next one, let's roll up and hold the up. Slide your tailbone underneath you as you roll back halfway, and then only the right arm lifts and back to center and then left. So just alternating arms, lengthen and down. Keep lengthening your neck away from your shoulders, pulling those abs in, sliding your tailbone underneath you. And then we hold both arms forward, side the shoulder blades down, rotate slightly over to the right, and then bring it back to center, keeping the legs still. Go back a tiny inch, little twist, holding that beach ball in center, and twist. Back to center, go back one little inch, hold it. Now we bring the right foot an inch up off the mat and lower, left foot up, and then add that twist and twist. Back to center, we lift the right tiny bit, left tiny bit. We add the twist to the right, center, and twist to the left, center. And we go right foot, left foot, twist, and twist. Back to center, hold, both legs just hover, tiny hover, hold for 5. Lift out of your pelvic floor, 4, 3, 2, extend your legs out to straight and dive up and over to your toes and take a little stretch forward. Take a breath there. I need to take a sip of water. That sun blast on my face has been a lot. Everyone doing good? Okay. Yay. Okay, so let's see how rolling like a ball goes. I might do balance, but you guys are definitely rolling like a ball. Glue the heels, turn the toes apart slightly. Fingertip touch to your ankles. Sitting up tall, relax the shoulders, and then shift just back from your sits bones. Keeping your little ball shape, draw your abs in. So you either stay there hovering because your abs are working to balance you, or let's roll to your shoulder blades, come up and balance on your sits bones. Good. Roll and go up and balance. It's like a little massage on the spine on the pool deck. Roll come up and balance. 2 more like that. And then we go into our abdominal series. 1 more time. Roll, come up and balance and hold, legs to table. Grab behind your thighs and lift yourself up, roll your shoulder blades down. Draw the abs in, kick the legs up to the sky, tap them to the mat. To the sky, to the mat. Maybe we release the hands off the legs, kick up to the sky and down. For 3, 2, last one, hold the legs up, 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 up. Hold, hold, hold to tabletop. Gently release your spine down to the mat. Keeping neutral once you get there, extend the left leg long, straighten the right knee, and we go switch and switch. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears and breathe. Can you pull your belly even deeper? By activating your pelvic floor, you can start to pull your abs in even deeper. We go a little faster. We're gonna go switch and switch and switch and switch. For 3. And last one, bring it back to center, hug the knees in and relax everything down. Head rock side to side. Legs to table. Hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale to float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Lengthen the arms and legs long away from the body. Circle to bring the arms around to draw the legs back in. We lengthen, pull the belly in. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. So as your arms reach backwards, the shoulders stay lifted. Keep drawing your belly to your spine. 2 more. Last one, hold this one out though. Hold, and we open the arms length out to your start and bring it back in. Open and close and open and close. 1 more. Bring it all the way back in, hug it in and relax. Exhale here, everything out, shake it out. Coming into single straight leg lower with our little fun moment after. Legs to table, hands up. That's the official name, the fun moment after. Lengthen the legs to the sky. Float head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend your left leg long, grab gently behind the right thigh, little double pull the leg, scissor the legs, pull, pull. Inhale, maybe you wanna grab up to your ankle. Maybe you wanna reach your hands forward, or maybe you want your arms backwards. I think I want my hands on my legs. So it's that double pull. Inhale, exhale as you switch, double pull in. Let's do 2 more each way, and then we'll keep the left leg up, or the right leg up. Last one each way. We meet with the right leg up, hold. Let's walk yourself up the back of the leg and take a moment there. Left leg stays as is, or it goes down, your choice. Walk the hands down the back of the leg. Inhale, exhale, climb up your tree and all the way back down. Climb up your tree and hold. Left hand to the outside of the right ankle, right hand. It sweeps back. Look at your fingertips and bring it back center. How still can your pelvis be? How still is that left leg? Last one. Return to center, hold. Other leg up, switch all the way down. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. And walk all the way down. And we roll up and all the way down. This one stays on the up. Hold, catching the right hand to the outside of the left ankle. And then just twist, look at your fingertips. Notice, is this side easier or more challenging? Twist and center. 1 more time, twist, bring it back to center. Both legs are up. We're back kind of where we started. This time, we're gonna release the hands, tap over to the right and lift, but your legs are there if you want them. Just side to side, we go tap, lift, tap, lift. 1 more time. Bring it back up, sequentially rolling your spine all the way down, and then give it a hug, relax. And breathe. And then bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide to the sides. Reset if you need to bring your legs down. Sometimes I have to bring my legs down to make sure my pelvis is in neutral. So legs come to table. Let's lengthen the legs up to the sky. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, glue the heels and turn the toes apart or parallel, your choice. Lengthening your legs out at a high diagonal, draw the abs in and drag it back up for a double straight leg lower. Lengthen and lower. So I just have to tell a quick little story while we do this. There's currently a dragonfly hovering over the pool. And I think that the dragonfly is my cousin. I know it sounds crazy, but the dragonfly was that was her thing. And she passed away a few years ago. And so whenever I see a dragonfly, hold the legs all the way out and little tap of the heels. I know she's here checking for me. So I love that she came to Pilates class today. Thanks for letting me share, guys. Little tap for 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll drive the legs back up and hug it all the way in. And relax. Come into crisscross, legs to table, hands behind the head, float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long, pelvis stays still as you come up and over, twist left shoulder to right knee, and back to center, and twist, and center, and twist. Exhale, really wringing out all that air. Exhale, twist, bring bottom rib to opposite hip. Let's do 4 more each way, twist, and center, and twist. Breathe, elbows stay wide, come up and over. 1 more each way. I think I lost count. Let's do 1 more after this one. Then I know I lost count. And bring everything back to center and hug it all the way in. And relax. We made it through the abdominal series. Take the knees, stir them around, let go of any tension, because we're going to come into some roll-ups, reverse that circle. And then extend the legs long onto the mat. Shake everything out. And then reach the hands to the sky, collarbones wide, firm the back of the thighs down. Inhale, exhale to peel yourself vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, up, 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 diving up and over, rounding your spine, reach, 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 and then scoop and roll it all the way down. Now, at this point, if you have weights, feel free to grab them. Inhale, reach the arms back, take the arms over the shoulders, and then keep the hands over the shoulders as you roll up. So we're not letting the arms fall, we're staying right in front of the shoulders. You dive forward and scoop and roll it back. Oh, if you guys could see the looks I'm getting right now, dive up, 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 because it's also right by the restaurants. People are eating. And scoop and roll it all the way down. And the next one will stay up. Inhale, exhale, roll all the way up. Roll back halfway, flip the palms to the sky. Your tailbone is slid underneath you and bicep curls here. Inhale and exhale. Bend and straighten. So with or without your weights, I just don't have weights here. I guess I could have went and hijacked some from the gym. And then we'll hold both arms out, turn the palms towards each other, relax your quads, bend the right elbow only and extend, bend and extend. Bend and extend. And then we're gonna hold the left arm in, bring the right arm in, and tiny little circle up and around, tiny stir and around, tiny little movement. So if you don't have weights, you just create that resistance for yourself. Imagine you've got 10-pound weights in your hands and reverse and around. Lift out of your pelvic floor to help to find some stabilization. Last one, hold. Send the arms back forward, dive your body forward, dive your arms backwards. Lengthen your spine. So we're not falling over our lap, we're lengthening. Widen the collarbone, palms face towards each other. And just press in and in and in. Draw the abs in. Collarbone stays wide, the neck stays long. Hold it in and little pulses to the sky. Pulse up, up. But keep the arms pushing together as you're lifting for 5. And hold the arms up, flip the palms to the sky, press the arms up even higher. Little bend to the elbow and straighten, tiny bend, straighten. Bend, press, bend, press. Neck is lengthening. You also could bend your knees slightly if it helps to keep your spine straight for 5. Hold it back, pulse up for 10, pulse up, up, up. Remember on that pulse, you get that little hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Send the arms back forward, roll back halfway. Arms have that little bend. We hinge open and hug around that big balloon. So we just hinge and close. Elbows are slightly higher than your wrists. Hold the arms out, flip the pinkies to the sky, pulse up, up. Collarbone widens for 5. And last one, send the arms back forward, send the arms all the way up to the sky. So you've got your imaginary weights or your real weights, and then just bend and press up. But I want you to think about not just the arms, but lift up out of your pelvis. Are you sitting up so long and tall? Can the top of your head touch the ceiling or to the sky? For 3, breathe. 2, last one. Bring the arms back forward and place the weights down. You take a little stretch across. And other side. Can you guys see me? Like on my screen, it looks like I'm very dark in this, but can you guys, is it all right for you guys? Okay, let's come to lay on your left side.
The sky is outrageous.
You know, right? That's about all I can see. And I'm in just like a little screen, so I can't really tell. So to make sure that I'm like in the right place. So coming all the way down, actually, let's start with our head all the way on our arm. And our body straight, we're on our balance beam. Push that top hip away and then lift the top leg, point the toes, lift the bottom leg to meet it, and they both go down. We go lift, lift, lower. So your top hand could be to your hip. It could also be on the mat in front of you as a kickstand. It's a lift, lift, lower. So the legs are working, but this is all your middle stabilizing you. Keep the legs up together. Both legs super glue, and then you just lower, lift, lower, and lift. If you're feeling this in your back at all, bring your legs a little forward. The next one stays to the sky, and then we'll lower just the bottom leg, lower and lift, lower and lift. The bottom inner thigh is really working. Pull the abs in, and then lift and hold, scissor the legs. They go switch and switch. With control. One more like that. Return everything to center. Bring the legs 1 inch forward and then lower the legs all the way down. You can keep your head there or prop it up. You guys know I love to have mine up so I can see what's going on. Lift the top leg, flex the foot. You're just in line with your pelvis. Sweep the leg forward where you're staying still. Point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward and point and sweep it back. You're just retracing that line. Forward and back. So the abs are activating. The next one, the leg will stay all the way to the back and little pulses to the back. Pulse. Keep lengthening your legs long away from you as well. And then bring the legs to center, spiral the thigh to the sky as you lift the leg, flex to drag it down. We lift and flex and drag it down. So everybody, they walk by and they stare at me. And so I think maybe they see the computer, but they probably think I'm doing a workout video. Like I'm watching, they don't know you guys are here with me. Hold this one up, spiral the thigh open and little circles to the sky. Like I'm stirring inside the clouds and reverse. And then hold, flex the foot. Let the leg come all the way down so it's in line with the hip, and then outer booty lifts that leg back up to the sky. We lower and drag it up. Forward and we lift. Let's keep this one forward and tiny bend and straighten, bend straight. Press and press, press. Poke your bum back so you really feel all in the back of the leg for 3, 2 last, 1. Let's bring it all the way back to center. Set up for clam shells. You stay there, or you're gonna prop yourself up. So you could be on your bottom forearm and then you'll lift the hips up and we clamshell here. So you get a lot of your oblique in as well, or you stay laying down. Where do you feel it most in your hip? That's where you want that glute med. So you could be all the way down on the mat. Hold the thigh up and tiny pulses, pulse up. For 5. Last one, lower that leg, lower the hip, bring the legs even more forward. Take the hand up to the sky, collarbone is wide, reach up a little bit taller. Now lean back onto your left booty cheek and then just lift the legs and control. They almost touch down and they go right back up, tap the hand. So the legs go to the hand doesn't go to the legs. 2 more. Last one, lift and hold. We're just gonna scissor the legs here, small scissor, scissor, scissor. Hold it at center. The left leg goes down, it comes up. It goes down and it comes up. No big deal, right? 3. And last one, lift and hold. Lower both legs together and meet on the forearms and knees. So the left leg is still working. So I should turn the other way, that would make more sense. No, the right leg, sorry guys. I'm confusing myself. Send the right leg long. So the right leg is out, point the toe, and then we just lift, lower, lift. and lift. Collarbone is wide, and then take it up to, and over to the left, up and over to the right. We sweep around and around. And then we're gonna come back to center, point the toes, kick the heel to the bum, and point the toe up to the sky. Draw the abs up and in, firming up the tush. And then we flex the foot, kick the heel up. We're still bringing it back towards the bum. Hold, now just angle your heel to your left booty cheek and kick the booty cheek, kick, kick. And hold that as you pulse that knee up to the sky now, pulse up, up. And last one, bring your hands. The knee comes down, it comes out to the side for your hydrant and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. And then hold it up, kick the foot out, flex the foot, pulse up. For 5. This is the last thing on this side. And last one, bring it all the way back in. Press back, take a child's pose. And then bring yourself all the way up and over to the other side. You want to come to Pilates class? Someone's staring. Okay, lay all the way down. So you're on your balance beam, push the top hip away, point the toes, and we lift the top leg, we lift the bottom leg, and we lower. Lift, lift, lower. So you got super glued from the top hip to the bottom hip, all the way into the mat. Like someone put a pin through your hips and stuck you right in place. Now we're gonna keep both legs up. They both go down, they both go lift. Remember, if you feel this in your low back at all, bring your feet a little forward and engage those abs. And then lift and hold, bottom leg only is gonna go down and lift. Little lift up. The next one, let's keep it up and then scissor the legs, they go switch. And switch, it's not fast, it's controlled. And then we'll bring everything back to center and bring it an inch forward. Bring yourself, either you stay there or you can prop up, lift the top leg, flex the foot, imagine that foot's getting an inch longer away from your body, and then sweep it forward and point and sweep it back. Forward, flex, bring forward and back. So super controlled. And then we'll take it back, hold and tiny pulses back. Again, keeping the length out of your top waistline. And bring it back to center, sprawl the thigh to the sky as you lift your leg up, flex and you resist as it brings it down. Lift, flex and pull. Lift and lower. Keep this one up to the sky, spiral the thigh open and circles. Abs are drawing in a little bit deeper and reverse. Feel that inner thigh really helping to move the leg. And then hold, we flex the foot, lower the leg to in line with the hip and sweep it to the sky. It lowers in line with the hip and sweeps up to the sky. So that heel comes down and just hovers. The next one stays in the hover and little bend and straighten of the knee out of the back of the leg. Make sure your thigh is tracking forward to your face. It's not letting your knee roll down or roll up. And last one, sweep it back to center, bend the knees. We set up for our clamshell. So you either stay down, or if you did so on the other side, you're gonna have the heels in line with your tailbone and prop yourself up here. Open the top knee and close. We go lift and lower. Collarbone stays wide. Abs are tight. And then we hold the leg up, push your hips up higher and tiny pulses up. So that side booty, little pulses up for 5. And last one, lower all the way down, extend the legs to the front corner of the mat. Stay lifted here as we lengthen the arm up to the sky. Roll back on your right booty cheek. Lift the legs and control.
Uh-oh.
Got there. Almost.
Does anybody remember what was next?
Was it the top leg?
The
went up?
top leg meets the bottom leg meets the top on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have done a million of those. Okay, can you guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Bring the legs all the way down. Okay, and come to me on the forearms. We're almost there. Extend the left leg long, square the hips, draw the abs in, and then we just lift lower. We lift, tap down, lift, squeeze. Collarbone stays wide. We take it up and over to the right, up and over to the left. So tapping each edge of the mat. And then we'll bring it back to center, bend the knee, point the toe, kick the toe to the sky, little lift. Also just keeping the heel close towards your bum, get that thigh up, it just goes up higher and higher, firming up the booty, flex the foot, kick the heel to the sky. Trying to put that weight a little more into your left forearm so you're not only in your right side. Hold, open the knee, kick to the right booty cheek now. So your left heel goes to your right booty. And then you hold it and just kick the knee to the sky. We pulse up, up. And then you come up onto your hands, let the knee go down. We open out to the side and lower. We just did basic hydrants and then we lifted the leg, right guys?
Yeah.
That one threw me off. Okay. I went into a panic for a second with it cutting out right at the end. Lift and hold this one. Kick the leg long, flex the foot, and tiny pulses up, up. Push your weight into that left heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last. And bring it all the way in. And child's pose, and then we're gonna come into our plank. So Neil is gonna be on. Let's take a stretch here. And just bring it back to center. 2 more breaths here. And then we'll meet in your plank of choice. So you're gonna come all the way up. You can be on your hands or on your forearms, whatever feels best for you today. And also what's your challenge today? So let's extend the legs long. Neil, are you ready?
I am.
Awesome. Okay, so up in your plank, draw those abs in, and Neil is on.
Barack was oblivious to the rat race and all the things a 30-something professional was supposed to want. He saw his opportunities endless and was fortified by a belief that if you did the right thing, it'd all work out. And now that I was considering the first real swerve in my life, I came to value that quality even more when I thought of all the student loans I'd have to pay and that I hadn't yet bought a house. I remembered how my father avoided every risk in order to give us security, and my mother's advice, make money first and worry about happiness later. On top of everything, I knew that I wanted kids and sooner rather than later. And yet Barack was telling me to go for it, to do whatever I thought would make me happy, and that the unknown was not going to kill me. 3, 2, 1.
Downward dog. Oh, I like that. And then pressing both heels back, soften the knees and start to begin to walk your hands towards walk your toes towards your hands. Or whatever way you wanted to go, whatever feels best for you today. And just hang here for a moment, that little forward fold. Then see that your feet are hip width apart. So we can set up for good posture from the beginning. And then we'll bend the knees slightly, slowly start to roll your spine up, the head being the last thing that lifts, but the shoulders roll away from your ears. Just standing up longer, taller, and stronger than before class. Let's take a nice big inhale up. And exhale. One more time, big inhale up. And exhale, Pilates Hotties. Thank you so much for joining me from Rwanda and sticking it out through the Wi-Fi moments.
It was